So The Last of Us 2 is being remastered again. It wasn't really remastered. It had its frame rate unlocked. So if you had a PlayStation 5, you could upgrade the PlayStation 4 version and get 60 frames per second. Shout out to my paisan Nicola for correcting me on that. And a lot of people are jumping up and down and screaming about the idea that Naughty Dog is just essentially remastering their own works time and time again this generation. Now, I was wrong. There's a lot more to this remaster. There's tons of new features, new characters, new modes. I think there are 2 new levels that didn't make it into the game that you can play through. There's different skins. And of course, they're utilizing the PlayStation 5 this time in the way that they didn't last time with that unlocked frame rate. So you're getting 4K visuals, you're getting 60 frames per second. But this game was never developed with the PlayStation 5 in mind. It's a PlayStation 4 game at heart. So it's not like Naughty Dog is going to take advantage of all the extra RAM in the PlayStation 5 and upgrade the character models and make them look even better with more polygons or even the world. Now, the mode where you're playing as different characters, maybe they do that. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. But for $10, you are getting a lot with this remaster. But I feel like we're at a point now where it's strange. If you had asked me the end of the PlayStation 4 generation, if 3 years into the PlayStation 5 generation, it would be Insomniac that carried the PlayStation 5 and actually created a game built specifically for the PlayStation 5. So if you look at Spider-Man Remastered, Miles Morales Remastered, and then the leap between those games and the PlayStation 5 specific version of Spider-Man 2, it's a huge, huge difference. So you're not getting that with The Last of Us 2 because it wasn't developed first and foremost with the PlayStation 5 in mind, like the way Spider-Man 2 was. But again, you're getting a lot, and it's only $10. But I do feel like at some point, I don't know what happened along the way this generation when it comes to Naughty Dog. Maybe the push for games as a service, and we heard the stories about how it sort of caught a lot of these developers by surprise and they weren't ready. Or maybe they weren't just good at it, and now that they're scaling back a bit from those games, the 12 games as a service is now 6 games as a service. Maybe Naughty Dog is now able to get back to what it is they do well for some people's opinions, and that's make single-player games that are really good, character-driven, story-driven, world-building, things like that. Do I think it's a cash grab? Originally, I thought yes. Now, there is a PlayStation 5 version that is a special edition that comes with a steelbook and a disc and some pins and things like that. I'm not sure how much that is. Let's say $70 or $80. So you're getting essentially the upgraded PlayStation 5 things that you can get. PlayStation 5 things aren't essentially, built for the PlayStation 5, so you're not getting a game built specifically for the PlayStation 5, but you're getting all the stuff that I talked about for $10, and you're getting a physical version of the game, so that's good. But I do feel like we're at a point now where if we're just going to remaster our stuff, or whatever their new IP is this generation, if it comes out this generation, say towards the end of the PlayStation 5 generation, it's built specifically for the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 6, I bet you, we're going to get a version of that game with an unlocked frame rate, and then a version of that game that takes kind of advantage of the PlayStation 6 to give us even better resolution, even better frame rate. At some point, I would like these developers to just start utilizing the system in this generation. And I don't think that's too much to ask, but I don't think $10 is a cash grab. I'm not interested in it at all. I don't really see a huge difference between the PlayStation 5 unlocked frame rate mode, which is 1440p, by the way, the PlayStation 4 Pro version resolution, and this new version at conceivably native or upscaled 4K, 60 frames per second. Again, it's not like they're increasing the polygon count in the worlds and the characters. So for instance, going from a PlayStation 1 game to a PlayStation 2 game, obviously you can visually see that leap in graphics, not resolution and frame rate. But I do think there's enough here that's new to warrant the upgrade if you're somebody who's interested in The Last of Us. But I would be interested to know if you're spending the $10 to get it. I won't be, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to buy that physical edition with the steelbook. And look, at the end of the day, if people spend money on things, who am I or anybody else to say that it's a cash grab? If there are enough people out there willing to open their wallets, why not take the cash? That's just how things are. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching the video. Think about liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.